Farberware resin-coated cutlery offers high-performance stainless steel blades with an added advantage, the unique, colorful coating. It's a stylish and attractive addition to your kitchen that also helps prevent food from sticking to the blade during food prep. And the resin coating comes in a variety of colors, so you can add a bold accent to your kitchen. Plus, you'll appreciate the handle's secure, comfortable grip, which lessens fatigue during repetitive motions. Farberware resin-coated cutlery offers everyday convenience, attractive colors, and cutting performance.
The Imaku 8-inch chef knife is the essential kitchen knife, designed for professionals who include chefs, culinary experts, food caterers, as well as an ordinary person. The chef's knife is an indispensable all-purpose kitchen knife that can be used for chopping, mincing, slicing, and dicing. Due to the weight and the balance of the knife, it is wear-resistant, durable, rust, and stain-resistant. Ergonomic design offers a suitable cutting experience. Ultra-sharp edge makes your cutting more easily and smoothly. To make it more professional and minimize any fatigue, finger numbness or aches after holding it continuously for an extended time. The knife's handle is made from Parka. This handle allows firm and more durable grade. It's known for its comfort, strength, and stability.
Hi, I'm Faye, and this is the Eat Neat knife set. It comes with a cutting board, 8-inch chef knife, 8-inch bread knife, 8-inch slicing knife, 5-inch utility knife, 3.5-inch paring knife, and a sharpener. These intelligently designed knives with their vibrant colors will enliven any kitchen environment and cooking experience. All the products in the set are made from BPA-free food-grade materials. Each of the knives comes with a fitted sheath to protect the knife and your fingers when you put the knives away and take them out. The knives all have comfortable ergonomic handles with a non-slip grip, which makes using them a pleasure. Additionally, the included knife sharpener will keep your knives sharp forever, so you don't need to throw them out when they lose their edge. In just 3 seconds, your knives will be as good as new. The cutting board has non-slip feet, grooves around the edges to prevent spills onto your counter, and a convenient carrying handle. This knife set from Eat Neat has everything you need for slicing, dicing, mincing, and chopping. Thanks for watching.
You're just learning to cook or are a seasoned chef, this high-quality knife set makes a great addition to your kitchen. These knives have superior high-carbon stainless steel blades. The benefit of the carbon blade is that they are well-balanced and have a longer edge tension, which means less sharpening. Each knife comes equipped with an ergonomically designed handle to help ensure a secure, comfortable grip, as well as a full bolster to keep fingers a safe distance from the blade. In addition, each handle features triple riveted construction with a full tang from the blade through the base of the knife handle for enhanced balance and control. Here's what you'll find in the box. Here's some details and tips on using your knives. You'll use a chef's knife 90% of the time for most of your chopping and slicing. A santoku is a Japanese-style knife that is a cross between a chef's knife and a cleaver in its shape. It's a great all-around knife that can be used interchangeably with a chef's knife. The paring knife is really handy for all the finer detail tasks, like peeling fruit or trimming meat. To slice your favorite bread perfectly, an 8-inch serrated bread knife is the right one to pull out of the box. The powerful kitchen shears can do everything from cutting through chicken to trimming, and they even come apart for easy cleaning. It has a bottle opener built into the blade too. And with the addition of a sharpener, slicing and utility knives, a 6-inch boning knife, 8 4.5-inch steak knives to round out the set, you'll be prepared for any situation. Keeping your knives sharp makes using them a lot easier. You can use the included sharpener to sharpen the knives by placing it upright in front of you while holding the sharpener tight. Always hold the knife away from you and pull each side of the knife down the sharpener, gradually diminishing the pressure. Always wash your knives by hand and completely dry them after each use. Use the knife lock as a way to store your knives and gain quick access to them from the kitchen. Now you have everything you need to get cooking.
Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is the Cuisinart Classic Stainless Steel 15-piece knife set. These are beautifully designed. I love these knives. They're all stainless steel. I love them because the handle design, it's really easy to grip, and I love that it has a brushed stainless finish. I think it's really, really a great look for any kitchen. The other thing that's nice about it too, it's got a really nice grip to it, and they're not really heavy. They're a nice light knife, and I like that in the kitchen. This is your chef's knife. This will be the one that you probably use the most. I have a tendency to prefer smaller knives. This is actually a nice utility knife. It's serrated. So if you're going to be, let's say, cutting through something like an orange, you give it a little nice grip on it. Your next item here is a paring knife. Very, very useful. I like small knives like that. I find them to be easy to handle. This is called a bird's beak knife. It's great for doing specialty cuts. Next, here's your utility scissors. These are great for opening any kind of hard plastic packaging, or even sometimes, you know, when you get those bags from the grocery store, they're really hard to open. That's really great for that. This is your honing steel. This is our sharpening steel. This is really important to use in conjunction with your knives so that you keep them properly maintained. This is, you basically hold your knife at a 20 to 22 degree angle, and you pull it from the heel to the tip, and you do that on both sides. And use firm pressure. Firm, even pressure is really important. The other thing that you need to do is, some people like to do this before they use the knives, but if you do that, make sure you clean them first because you will get residue from sharpening. Or the other thing that you can do is after you're done using them, sharpen them, clean them, and then return them to the knife block. That's the easiest way to make sure that you always have your knives properly maintained. Next, we have this, our Santoku, which is great for cutting cheese. It has a little dimpled surface. Some people call it undulating. This aids in making sure that anything that's really sticky does not stick to the knife when you're prepping food. And then next you have your slicing knife. This is really important for things like cutting and preparing raw meats, or even slicing and serving cooked meats. Items like pork loin, chicken, steak, anything that you would cut before you serve it to your guests, or even for yourself and your family. And so lastly, in the front here, you have these beautifully designed stainless steel steak knives. I love these because they have a really nice shape to them. And the other thing is they're really nice and thin and interesting to look at. It's great to have those store right in the base of your knife block. I really prefer using a knife block because it keeps everything very compact, right at hand, especially when you're prepping at your kitchen countertop. The other thing that's really great is that these are beautifully designed, they're easy to maintain, and they work amazingly well, especially when you're going to do things like slice up an orange. I like to do this and make little wedges. It couldn't be easier. And there you have it, the Cuisinart Classic knife set.
The easiest way to learn how to use the chef's knife is actually step by step. And the first thing is where to hold the knife. You actually hold the knife on the blade. So you make a V and you put your index finger on one side and your thumb on the other. The rest of your fingers loosely grip the handle. This is called the pinch grip because I'm actually pinching the blade. The pinch grip will give you the best control over the knife and it won't feel as big. Now you know how to hold the knife, it's actually important that you place it on the board correctly. And you actually place it in a 45-degree angle from your body. The knife will be a natural extension of your arm and you can cut for a very long time without getting tired. Now you know how to hold a knife and where to place it on the board. I'm actually going to show you how to use it. So you start with the tip of the knife on the cutting board. Then you move backwards and you go down. You move forwards with the back of the knife on the cutting board and you lift back up. As you can see, there's always a point of the knife on the cutting board. Your hand and the blade are now riding a circle in the air. Now, what is the other hand going to do? The other hand is actually called the guiding hand, and it has to be in a claw or a spider grip position on the board. Eventually, the blade is actually going to touch the most exposed knuckle. This can be your index finger or your middle finger. It's called the guiding hand because it's actually going to guide the blade and it's going to decide how big the pieces will be. If it moves back fast, the pieces will become big. If it moves back slow, the pieces will become small. We're going to cut some produce. So see how I'm putting my hand over the knife? That's so I won't cut myself. Now I'm putting the celery in the right position on the board so the knife can actually be in a 45-degree angle. I'm starting on the tip and then I'm moving backwards, and while coming down and forwards, I'm actually starting the circular motion. There's a few things that are important. The first one is that you want to actually go all the way down on each motion. So you really want to make sure that you finish the motion so each piece gets cut cleanly. You want to always cut with the back of the knife. You only use the front of the knife when you're cutting something really big. Don't put your finger on the blade. And then the last thing that makes it safe is to keep the knife straight. You might think or feel that it's safer to actually see the edge, but in reality it's much safer to hold the knife straight. When you got the circular motion down, you can try the guided cutting. So you put your hand in a claw position on the produce and you touch the blade. The hand moves back and the blade keeps following the knuckles. It's really important to make sure that everything is behind that knuckle that is actually touching the blade. Another knife that can be used for the same purposes as the chef's knife is the Sentoko. Sentoko is a Japanese chef's knife. It has a much straighter edge than the chef's knife. A lot of things are the same. You use it in a 45-degree angle on the board and you hold it in the pinch grip. The guiding hand also has the exact same function. What's different is the motion. Because the edge is straight, you actually drop it to the board and slightly forwards like this. When you have the motion down, you can use the guided cutting again. Make sure nothing is exposed beyond the knuckle that's touching the blade. And go slow. With the Sentoko you can be extremely fast, but you want to practice first. Now you know how to use the most important knives. You really want to use the chef's knife or the Sentoko 90% of the time. This will make any cutting job much easier and faster. Which of the knives you use, that's personal preference. And a lot of people like to have both on hand.